Hello pop-uppers, this is Chacha. Welcome to the Pop-Up Gallery. Here's another pop-up tutorial video that you're gonna love to try. This pop-up card is just using a very simple V-fold mechanism, but with additional magic of the moving object up and down. Let's start drawing the pop-up elements. As you all know, I love drawing very much, and most of my pop-up cards are hand-drawn. I just want to inform you that this video is a little bit long because I include the drawing process. However, if you are not interested to see the drawing process, then feel free to skip the video to the part where I attach the elements for pop-up. For those who love drawing and coloring, especially using colored pencils, I would be very glad if you watch the drawing process so that you can also give your comments or suggestions as to how I can improve my drawing in the future. In that way, we can help each other and grow together. When I draw, I use any kind of pencil, no particular type of pencil. However, I usually use a mechanical pencil for sketching because it has a very thin pencil lead, for the purpose of sketching or drawing the outlines. Then, after sketching, I always cover the lines with fine liner pens just to make the elements of the illustration clear and crisp. After that, I clean it using the eraser to remove the trace of pencil. For coloring, you can use any kind of coloring materials. In my case, I am in love with colored pencils, so I always use colored pencils. I have a new set of colored pencil, which is the Brett Funner Metallic Colored Pencil. I am not sure if I pronounced the brand correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong, and it is so beautiful. Maybe it's not very clear in the video, but it really has a metallic effect. You can see the glittering effect on the paper. I usually put it on top just to add a glittering and shimmering effect. This set has 72 colors. It's really beautiful. I am not promoting this brand, okay? This is not a promotion. I am just sharing with you the materials I use because I think it is really beautiful and you might want to try it as well. This is the biggest pop-up element, the banana tree. I am trying to make it look like a real one. Hopefully, I have truly achieved it. Drawing is really an interesting activity for me. Whenever I draw outlines, I feel like I can turn my thoughts into reality by putting them on paper through images. And when I color them, they become more realistic, and when we turn them into pop-up, they become alive. It's amazing, right? That's why I fell in love with pop-ups, because for me, it is the best example of creativity. You can turn a very plain paper into a fascinating and magical creation. When I draw, shadows are very important. It can give you a realistic illusion to your drawing. Shadows and highlights can give more life to the illustration. So I always use shadows and make darker areas to also create an illusion of layering the objects in the drawing to make it appear as if like it's a real picture. If you have some suggestions about how to make our drawings more realistic, then you can just write down your comments in the comment section below. The monkey is so cute, isn't it? I just want to add a little drama to our illustration by putting this monkey in the scene. Okay, and this is our spread. This will serve as our main card. This is not hand-drawn, it is fully printed. I have decided to just print the illustration of the spread because it would take a lot of time for me if I draw it because I must draw and color the whole paper. So I just printed it out. However, I've got a little problem on this. As you can see, the margins are not really nice. It's not balanced. I don't know what's the problem with this. Maybe the setting of my printer or the paper or whatever. I have no idea. So pop-uppers, if you have any idea how to fix this problem, please let me know. Just write your comments down below because I really want to know how to fix this problem. I actually want to cover the whole paper with the illustration without margin if possible. So I hope you can help me with this. Thank you so much! Okay, everything is now ready for cutting. Oh, our kawaii monkey character is quite lovely. Hello there! Another thing that takes time to do, aside from drawing, is cutting. Be careful when you cut the elements out. Cutter is very useful, especially if there are some small portions to be cut, especially in the middle or somewhere that's hard to use scissors. It's better that you have a cutter ready as well. Oh, by the way, just a reminder, when you cut, do not forget to leave a space for the tabs. This element is a little bit light because it's long and the body is a little thin. So, my remedy for this is to add a piece of paper at the back of it so that it will become stronger. Alright, let us now start making our pop-up. Originally, I want to put 4 pop-up elements, 2 sets of banana trees and 2 sets of bushes. However, I realized that this set of banana trees when folded is not balanced because I want the banana tree leaning toward the right side, leaving the left side so little part to hold on to the other half of the spread. And because of that, it might not stand well. So I have to extend it by adding this one bush to make it balanced. When placing the pop-up, especially if it has some extending elements like the leaves or wings or something like that, keep in mind that they must not overlap the center fold or not stick out of the paper. My dilemma here is whether to put the longer banana tree in the middle or at the back. I couldn't decide because I think either way is really nice. If you have many overlapping pop-up elements, it's better to put the one in front first, just for easy folding and pasting. Finally decided to put the longer banana tree at the back so that it won't stick out in front when we fold the spread. for the monkey, I have to redo it because its tail sticks in the center fold of the spread, so I have to adjust it. Alright, all of the pop-up elements are already standing in the spread. But as you can see, I couldn't adjust the leaves anymore, so I just have to leave it like that, and I need to cut it out because there must be no elements sticking out of the paper. And for the leaves, I just adjusted it by creating a new tip and cuts as if nothing happened there. Okay, so this is our initial pop-up. Yay! With a very simple V-fold mechanism. Now, let's put back the monkey. Also, let's add another banana with a little magic. We're going to use this strip of transparent plastic, then create a cut in the middle. We're going to attach it on the banana tree, so it has no specific measurement. It only depends on how long the tree is. In order for it to hold firmly, make a little cut on the tree, then insert the tip of the plastic strip and paste it at the back. We're gonna use this small paper. Paste it at the back of the banana. This will serve as our little tab for the banana, and insert it through the cut in the plastic strip. Cut the little tab half like this. Insert it through the cut in the plastic, and once it is inserted already, flat the two halves of the tab and cover it with the tape to lock it. Also, lock the plastic at the back of the banana tree with a transparent tape so that it won't be so obvious. However, if you think it's messy, you can cover it with a new white paper in order to hide it. For the opposite end of the plastic, paste it also with the transparent tape onto the spread to make it still clean. Okay, so now you can freely push and pull the banana up and down, just to give a little story that the monkey is harvesting the banana. Isn't it fantastic? I think so, and I hope you like it too. Alright, pop-uppers, this is our pop-up card banana tree and with additional magic of push and pull moving object. Thank you so much, pop-uppers. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye!